Hello, good afternoon. My name is Gregor Franken. I'm coming from University of Ljubljana, Faculty of Natural Science and Engineering. I will present you our research, packaging design and testing by eye tracking. Coca-Cola produced 100 billion plastic bottles per year. And Bears said in Davos 2020, Coca-Cola won't stop using plastic bottles because customers want them. And still, Coca-Cola currently produced around 200,000 bottles a minute. But let's go shopping. Approximately 70% of purchasing decisions are made in store. Over 60% of purchasing decisions are based on packaging. And packaging has between 2 or 3 seconds to convince the buyer. Packaging design. In designing a new package, the form is of most importance. The color is certainly one of the most important factors in packaging. For example, Guerny shampoos. The packaging of these shampoos has stood out with its not traditional choice of attractive and vibrating apple green. With a suitable advertising campaign and a decisive color, these shampoo bottles certainly stand out in the color palette of the other shampoos on the shelf. The global system of communication is composed of semiotics, as we must consider that a shop communicates through its spatial layout and also through use of color and through verbal aspects. We can also mention here Barilla with the blue packaging. Among other things, the typography can define your products. The typography, the color palette, the noticeable visual images, and the identity on the brand work together to create a synergetic effects and may eventually end up becoming iconic if rigorously maintained. That is why the choice of typography is so important. The surface of the packaging is sometimes more important than the use of image. The surface structure of the packaging is crucial. Will it be glossy or soft touch matte? A suitably attractive packaging can also be designed without using images. How the packaging reacts among other on the shelves. Products are becoming very similar, and as a consequence, it is the packaging that attracts the consumer. Packaging advertises a product before and after purchase. Our methods. There were 24 participants, 12 males and 12 females. And in the preliminary measurements, we choose between two forms of packagings shown on the screen, Form 1 and Form 2. And 68% of participants chose first form for hair shampoo. Main measurements. We limited the observing time for the packaging on the screen to 5 seconds. we mark different targets area of interest, dividing into the brand, product name, body text, and image. For each participant, the number of fixations, fixation duration, and the time to first fixation and total fixation duration in area of interest were measured. We marked on packaging different areas of interest, dividing into the brand, product name, body text, and image. We measure time to first fixation. The time to first fixation indicates when a certain was first focused. Fixation duration. Fixation duration is the average time for fixations. Number of fixations. The fixation count is the amount of fixation, and total fixation duration. For example, fixations of one participant detected and recorded with eye tracker or packaging. And heat maps detected and recorded with eye tracker on packaging. Our results. For example, time to first fixation. How quick is noticed a certain part? On average, they needed 0.2 seconds to notice the brand. Very good results, but from the packaging the brand is not very recognizable. And as following: product name with a 0.61 seconds, body text 1.66 seconds, and the image 3.84 seconds. Fixation duration. The average fixation duration was 0.15 seconds on product name, and body text with the 0.10 seconds, brand with the 0.09 seconds, and the image with the 0.05 seconds. Total fixation duration. The total fixation duration was 1.14 seconds for body text. This is quite normal because it's a longer text, and it's product name, image, and the brand. Attention to packaging on the sales shelf. As mentioned before, the participants only had 3 seconds to find the shampoo in question on the shelf in the store. And this is our store. As we can see on the right side, there's almost half of them are shampoos from Head and Shoulders Procter & Gamble company. And this is our shelf with the heat maps of all 24 participants. As mentioned above, the participants only had 3 seconds to find the shampoo in question on the shelf in the store. In measuring the fixations, the following results were obtained. The average time to first fixation was 0.67 seconds. The average fixation duration was 0.20 seconds, and the average of 6.2 fixations were made on the packaging. Conclusions. By using advanced testing, choosing wrong design elements, which may lead to additional costs associated with redesign, can be avoided. In future research on products' salience on the shelf, it may be worth comparing the product's position in different parts of the shelf. And this is from my side. Thank you very much for listening to me.